Well, hello and welcome. As always, I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Peter. Today with me are four of my lovely heroes of party rocking in the tavern tonight. We have, I'm just not a one night stand, Eli playing Senguine. We have Beryl, who is played by Rachel, aka I'm gonna get me some Samoan later.
My favorite Girl Scout cookie.
Yeah. We have the Crims and Kyle playing Tetsu. That's it. Tetsu. Just Tetsu. And we have one of the OGs of this party. The one whose body count rivals no other. Sarah playing Iris.
Working on
it. And this is...
It rivals no others because it's so low.
This is episode number, I do believe, 32. So, yay, 32 episodes of this campaign.
Dang.
Right. That we've... When we started to record.
That's the only ones we've recorded. We've had more than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Senguine. You want to see something cool?
Oh, God.
Always.
Hold on one
It's
second.
it's his Maui.
One second.
Oh.
Why am I here?
Oh, second camera.
Oh god. There's volume. I didn't want volume.
Well, folks, remember, if you open Discord on your phone, it does come with sound.
Damn it,
You look like my grandma trying to figure out her phone. Like, where's the button?
Boom. There we go. Okay. No, wait.
I'm gonna call my grandson. He'll tell me what button to press.
How do I do the thing with the stuff?
Why is that?
Okay.
See, that's a much better photo.
Oh, look at
It's my
that.
dice tower.
That's a dice tower? That's
Right.
dope.
Sure as shit is. Watch
No.
this. Watch this. Watch this.
Throw it, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, we can't see that, but hey, I like
That's pretty nifty. That's pretty nifty.
And then I can also do. Let's see. Can I do it with this? I should be able to.
I mean, that's what she said.
Is it? It's still okay. Good. It's still there. Do this way. Wait.
Oh. Oh.
It didn't change for me. Oh, there it is. Ooh, fancy boy.
You gotta bring that to the party, man.
I know, right?
Wait. How long is Beryl gonna be gone? Is she gonna come back in time for this party? Can I roll a percentile to see how good of a time I'm having?
Well, unfortunately, you're not at the party just yet. You're still getting the Maui on.
Who has levitation? Anybody got levitation as a spell?
So that's what's going on. So we have two people having a rager at the party. Beryl is getting some Maui. And now Tetsu. I'm assuming you're in your room at this point, or are you joining the party the party in?
He doesn't even know that there is a party. He's just kind of like in his deep meditation.
I love how everyone's having a party and Birdman just like...
Birdman, no party. Birdman does.
Alright. Let's see. See if I can get a picture. Do I want a picture? Oh, I know what I need. Nope. Nope. There we go. Alright, so Mr. Tetsu, as you're meditating, you kind of go into this lovely trance to where you are back at your home village. just walking through it. Everyone's just going about their daily business and their daily lives. And you recognize this day as the day of the attack on your home. But unfortunately, you can't do anything but continue to walk forward.
Yeah.
And as you walk about for what feels like 30 minutes, the scenery changes to the attack itself. And so you can see the slaughtering, the killing of your people. And the last thing you see is, before you come out of your little meditation and trance, is that a sword, a single brown and dusk-like feather falls from the sky and then directly impales you in the chest. And as you look down at it, you notice it's one of the swords from your village called the Aki no Han sword, which stands for Fallen Feather.
So wait. I'm gonna have you send me how to spell that, because I'm not gonna ask you to spell it. So it's a sword, you said?
Yeah, I kind of got it right. I was close on it.
Okay.
It came from a distance when you saw it. It was like a feather coming down, but then it just picked up speed and then directly impaled you. But you recognize the sword as the Fallen Feather, or the Aki no Hini. I think it's Hini. Oh, Hane. Aki no Hane. You gotta love Google Translate sometimes. And the moment that impales you and everything, you wake up and you just wake up to this giant party inside the tavern.
If only, what's his face were alive.
Oh, Thoro?
Yeah.
Thoro would be all over this shit.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So that's what happens to you and your dream. For Sarah, so Iris will go ahead and see. So the dwarf who was kind of carrying your music and everything just kind of turns to you with the most reddish face, and you can tell he's quivering in this, but he then proceeds. Oh god, what's that song? It's if you love me tonight or something like that. It's when I love. God damn it! I can't think of the song, but once we're done playing, I'll go ahead and think of it. But pretty much, he sings you a song about what was that?
Oh, I just laughed.
He proceeds to do that and attempts to flirt with you with the song. Does pretty well, since I rolled a nat 20 for this. But that was for the singing part of it. I'm gonna give him an advantage because he proceeded to kind of help you with the song, and let's see how he flirts. Okay, not bad. He got a 16. But the flirting comes from mainly the music, not his bright red face or his quivering hands.
I say with a charisma of 20, it's kind of hard to flirt with Iris.
Yeah, no, he's pretty much if I talk normally, I'm gonna go. So I'm just gonna sing.
Fair. She's gonna be like, oh, thanks for, helping start the party. I really got awkward there for a second. She's gonna just give him appreciation for, helping her. So she's not necessarily going to acknowledge the flirting quite yet.
Okay. Senguine, roll me a perception. Since you're in the tavern. Senguine's kind of getting more preoccupied with, since he's like a tall, stoic man, he's getting like more dwarves who kind of just drink with him and just roughhousing, mainly then focusing on what's going on.
That's a nat 20, my dude.
Alright, so you definitely see this. You 100%, like, even though you're like drinking and being roughhousing, you're like moving dwarf and then like spinning them around and like chugging them. But like as you're spinning around, you notice that like this dwarf who like reminds you of like a nerdy dwarf, just like is flirting with Iris, and Iris is just, yeah, cool. And he's doing everything in his power not to pretty much like wet himself. But you can tell like the bright red face, the shaky curling palms, and he's singing about making love and having sex tonight.
Wait, are we talking about Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King?
Not that one. It's it's more of like a pop song, I think.
Okay. No, I was more
Let's
so just
talk about sex, baby.
hysterical,
Let's
like-
talk
Let's go
about
with that
sex,
one.
baby.
Let's go with that one. I like that one.
About all the good things.
He's singing that song.
Senguine is going to go in the eye ring and be like, "Yo, Iris, are you into this guy, or do you need to bail out?"
Iris is gonna be like, I don't know. I kind of want to see where this goes. He's kind of fumbling over himself, and it's kind of, but like, be on standby just in case.
All right, yeah. If you want me to like chuck him across the room, like I'm feeling that vibe today, so like, I'm passing the vibe check, so I'll just toss him across the room.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I'll let you know.
Okay, well I can give you an example, and Senguine tosses a dwarf around.
The dwarf doesn't even like realize he's being tossed. He just keeps drinking.
Hell yeah, that's the
I
vibe.
follow the dwarf.
He passed the vibe check.
Like literally, like as you toss him, he's just in the air going, and then he lands on his feet and continues to drink.
Hell yeah. So I can do that, Iris, if you'd like. He's got a lovely voice. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
You also see as like you're checking in with Iris and everything. You do see like Tetsu in the corner just break out into like a cold sweat, and just like pat himself like in the chest like, yeah. Like he goes into his armor to make sure there's no like secondary hole. And go, okay. He spends like 5 minutes doing this.
Yo, Tetsu, you chill, dog. You're not passing vibe checks right now.
At this point, he's gonna kind of like open up his kimono just to kind of look inside to make sure too, and then like kind of part feathers.
All right. Vibe
It's
check
just the
coming
face.
in hot.
It's supposed
All
to
right.
be like that.
He's like, like his eyes are kind of wide as he's just like.
Okay, Iris, I don't know if you noticed, but Tetsu's kind of having a moment right now. So maybe we just want to let him chill. Just in case
Or
you're...
we could pull him into the party. Let him have some fun for once.
You've met him, right? Do you think he's
Yeah,
much of a
only
party animal? Get out of here. He's not a party guy. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, Tetsu, jump in this dance party, dude.
He's still kind of like distracted. He's just like cold sweats coming down him. He's just like,
Yeah, see, he hasn't even said anything. So, Iris, I think he's gone for... he might be 2 sheets, I don't know. But he's kind of gone. So, he doesn't pass the vibe check. Where the hell's Beryl right now?
So the moment you say that, Beryl comes in with the biggest swagger you have ever seen this girl. She like just kicks open
Wait,
the
wait,
door.
wait,
Oh, okay, you
Wait,
want?
I want to
Alright.
make sure I left. I want to make sure I left my goodbye. First, I want to roll. I want to roll percentile to see how much fun I had.
All right, go for it. Well, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that answer of that question.
All right, I got a 98.
You had so much fun.
All right.
Hey,
So
hey,
before-
Beryl,
before
you
I
fuck or
leave-
what?
Before I leave, I want to make sure I leave a little calling card. So I'm gonna take one of those little malachite stones that I got from him. I'm gonna carve it to a little pretty heart. I'm gonna leave it next to a little slip of paper and just write "You're welcome" on it.
Nice.
He's going to slip you his number, and if you're ever back in town, you have a free room and a free bed to stay in.
Delightful. Free rocks maybe next time.
Iris is
All
gonna
right.
see this and just be like,
Beryl got her rocks off, so she's gonna come back to the party. She's gonna walk in. She's gonna see everybody kind of singing. And I'm just gonna be like, "Oh hell yeah! Who's got levitation? Tell me somebody in this party's got levitation."
Beryl, you're glowing. What's up?
Look, I just aligned some chakras. My chi is centered. All right.
Oh, you fuck. Cool. No.
So, and she's gonna be again. Who in this party's got some levitation? I'm ready to roll. Anybody? Somebody.
I don't have magic still, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
So remember, anytime someone has sex, is brown chicken, brown cow. We're gonna keep to that.
Oh, my B.
Well, that means when he sang his song, he should have sang brown chicken.
Well, that's for you guys. This guy is not a part of the party. Once you become part of the party, you gotta say, "Oh, I just did some brown chicken, brown cow." Oh, whatever it is, brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh.
That's good. So as Beryl says, like levitate. There's some like some low level casters in here doing like prestidigitation, some like sparklers, and then one dwarf is just like and kind of just like mass levitates everyone.
Oh no, I'm gonna get his attention, and I'm gonna be like, you see these 7-8 faceted crystals I got? I want you to levitate them up in the air for me. And once he like puts them up in the air, I'm gonna cast light on him, so we have like a disco ball thing going off. Because they're faceted, some of the light shifts. It's gonna.
At first he wasn't going to do it because it's a great waste of levitation. But then when you finish your sentence, he was like, okay.
I cast light on all the crystals, and so as they swirl around with his levitation spell, it sparks off of all the stuff. And now we have multicolored disco ball thing going on.
Alright, so now since Senguine, you're the music guy, I need a song about living in the moment.
I think that's called Wrecking Ball.
So tell me about like the moment, like let's take advantage of the moment.
What's that song? Tonight's the night.
There we
Let's
go.
live it up. Move it, move it.
So that dwarf,
I got a feeling.
there we go. So that dwarf that was flirting with Iris just gets on the counter. This dwarf, I swear, is having okay. Just starts like busting up in like really good dance moves while drinking and just like singing this song, like in the crowd going. But like every time like the moment or like let's get down, she looks at Iris with a little bit more confidence, like not so much shaking of the hands. Still bright red. Still like beat bright. Like this boy looks like a walking cherry. Red. But he's getting a little bit more confidence as the party keeps going. This boy's
I like
rolling. This boy's rolling good right now. He doesn't even have a name. I'm gonna have to give him a name.
when he becomes the new Clyde.
You have a Clyde in every major city. You know what? Fuck it. His name's gonna be Clyde as well. I'm kidding. We're not gonna.
I got Clydes. I got Clydes. In different area codes. Area codes. No? No one? Alright.
No, sorry.
I got hoes in different area codes? Come
Oh,
on, guys.
well,
Ludicrous? Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come
I
on.
wasn't
So
embracing to that
disappointed in this
culture.
group.
Welcome to the party, Yeslie.
Hi.
And as always, we have Yeslie playing the one, the only Core.
We're having a party, Core.
Yay!
We'll say like at this moment, Core has yet to return to the tavern. She's going to go on a walk before the party got started and everything. So she just kind of like went on a walk by herself because no one kept an eye on her.
Can we say that she went with me to get rocks, but then I forgot about her?
I was left unattended.
She was left unattended. In the worst case is to...
Core's back in brightest. We don't know how.
She just ends up in there like, how did I get here? Or we could say she's at the head HQ of the cultists in the meeting room. Be like, how did I get here?
This isn't the bathroom.
Are we
This
having...
isn't where I parked my car.
Custodial work. I'm in the toilet.
Are we having a sleepover? Why is everyone in robes? What's going on? Alright,
You don't look like Tetsu.
Guys, I'm crushing the pop culture references right
You
now,
are.
and I don't feel like they're getting the treatment that they deserve. All right.
I love
I
it.
just quoted Euro Trip. Euro Trip, guys.
Okay,
Come
I've
on.
seen Eurotrip maybe once.
Classic movie.
I'm sorry.
Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Eli. But
Eli, stop showing your age.
say, I'm there with you,
I'm
Eli.
sorry. What?
I'm there with you, Eli.
I'm not that old, all right? Euro Trip is not that old. Euro Trip came out in like,
No, I just
Okay,
meant the fact that
maybe
you're
it is,
mad that
alright.
you're throwing pop references that nobody's getting.
yeah, okay, that's fair. I am very disappointed that none of you guys know I Got Hosed by Ludacris. Like that, come on.
So,
No, but I just chose not to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost worse than not knowing.
Yeah.
That's like your joke wasn't worth it.
it's pretty mean of you, Core. That's pretty mean of you to do to Senguine right there.
Oh, left me unattended.
Alright, but so the party will be raising on at this point, going from different like phases of this. Tetsu is still checking himself out and kind of like being to himself. Beryl joined in, having class, so we'll go ahead and go to Core with this. And Core, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're wandering around the city.
Perception check. Give me a moment.
You have one exact moment. Oh, hey, you're back.
All my dice out. You said perception?
Yes, ma'am.
$15.
All right. So as you're, walking through this Dwarven city, and to kind of give you guys, Senguine and Core, what the Dwarven city looks like, think of Gondor inside of a mountain with, like, the layers of it. But instead of human houses, they're Dwarven houses, kind of almost stacked in an elevator-like manner on different levels and whatnot. So right now you guys have pretty much easy access to level 1 and 2. Anything kind of really above that is like invitation or restriction only.
Okay.
So as Corey's kind of wandering around, you notice at the corner of your eye an alleyway, two kind of big chunky dwarves beating up a smaller creature. A small humanoid creature that seemed to be kind of roughhousing him and everything. You can't tell exactly what the smaller humanoid looks like because the dwarves are kind of they're chunky kids, but you can tell that they're swinging, punching, and kicking this little child.
she's gonna go over and intervene.
And how are you going to intervene?
She's gonna shout out, "Hey, what's going on?"
The the chunky little dwarves turn their head to look at you with like the scruffy beard still, but it's like
Look, she's super tall too, so
they look up at you and just.
And we're all just gonna let that go. I said, "Hey, what's going on?"
I don't think she was meant to.
Hey, what's going on?
Not everything's a pop culture reference.
Hey, I said, hey, what's going on?
Sorry, I couldn't let it pass. Go, continue with story.
I feel like this episode is gonna be named. Have you popped it? Like, no, I can't label it as that. That's terrible.
have to put a content warning on it.
I do. I got to put a content warning on this whole episode. So as the dwarves kind of like look at you like as you're approaching them, they kind of just like waddle away as like chunky little dwarves would. And as you get closer to the kid who's beating up, who kind of has like a cloak a little bit on, relatively nice cloak. But the child doesn't move. Do you proceed to help him at all? Oh, it.
Yeesh.
Alright, you just kind of like pick him up, brush him off, lift up the cloak to see his face.
Yeah, she'll help him up, and brush him off. And she'll say, "Are you okay?"
So as you do that, kind of brush him off and everything, you like undo the top of the hood. You see this like watering eyes, like no tears coming out, but a little like blood coming down his nose, bruises and everything. Scraggly like rough red hair and everything, and he just smiles. It's a little human.
How beat up does he look?
It looks like he got a normal like playground beating.
Oh, that's messed up. What's your name?
Roll me an insight.
Hold, please. I gotta
Okay.
pull up my sheet. You said insight?
Correct. Insight.
Dirty 20.
Alright, so he's gonna give you a name, but you can dramatically tell he is lying. He'll say, "My name is Philip."
Is that truly your name?
He'll look at you like with a like, "I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't want to tell you my real name because my parents told me not to tell strangers my name." Look. He'll kind of shake his head.
That's a very specific kind of look.
Okay. She'll ask him if he lives around. So, do you live around here?
He'll nod his head, yes. He won't say the word yes, but he'll nod.
Can you speak?
He'll nod his head.
Do you not want to talk to me? Well, that's all right. And she'll pat him on the head.
you can feel like he got a little cheering up from that.
Would you like me to take you home?
He'll shake his head again.
And then she'll hold out her hand to him.
And he'll reach out to grab your hand. But the moment he does, he vanishes. Like the moment you would feel his hand, then you blink, he's just gone.
The fuck this happened? She'll look at Gus and he'll just go.
As you see Gus like bringing out his like bared brass knuckles because he was about to beat some wolves. What? Oh, not now. Put some away.
She'll call out his name and look around the immediate area to see if he's anywhere to be found.
Investigate. What's going on?
Oh, investigate.
Yeah, that one.
Done.
Okay. While you do that, I'll be right back.
17.
Ooh, 17.
Going, friends.
I was gonna be like, bring him back to the party. We'll adopt.
He's a child.
That's why we adopt.
A child to the party. Beryl is not a good parent.
Sorry, I had to go get my food.
No, but she's a great sibling.
You said you got 17?
Yeah.
Alright. You find, as you kind of like go more into the alley and everything, apparently alley gives me heart attack. You find, like in a pile of like trash and like dirt and gunk, you find that same robe that child was wearing. But it looks like it's been there for God knows how long.
She's about to say that.
Was that a ghost child?
She'll look at Gus and be like, "You saw him, right?"
Who you gonna call?
He just starts spraying. I feel like I'm gonna just
turns into the musical.
I'm just gonna give Gus different outfits. He's like a priest outfit now.
Nobody gets my reference. Nobody.
I
Nothing.
didn't
hear it.
Reference.
It's fine. I'll just cry a little bit. It's fine.
We didn't.
We didn't hear it. It's a repeat.
I said, who you gonna call?
Oh.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. So do you take it with you? Do you leave it? Do you immediately run and leave? Or are you just gonna pray to a god?
I'll take it with me.
This conky child's okay. I like it. I looks like you stuff it in a bag. And do you head back to the inn afterwards? Oh, sorry, the tavern, or are you just gonna keep wandering, see if you can find a child?
Probably wander. It sounds more like what she would do.
All right. So we'll go ahead and move back.
As much as I want to go party.
We'll go ahead and go back to the people in the tavern having a party. This will be the dwarf's final attempt, dear God, to swoo Iris into having some kind of relationship with her. He is going to switch over the tempo of the music and everything to a seductive kind of like salsa dance ish, like that type of like music of not like that kind of like let's do a Despacito.
Okay. Okay.
Or like that type, that Spanish vibe. That,
I was thinking
that
more
Spanish
like hips don't lie.
Yeah, kind of like.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the girl from Ipanema. Tall
Oh my God.
and tan and young and lovely. No, that's where my headspace went.
And he's no longer like beat red or anything. He's finally like full of confidence and
Liquid courage.
and everything. But he's gonna go up to Iris and kind of just like show her the moves to that dance, and hopefully, persuade her to give this one dwarf a shot.
Iris, does his move gives him advantage?
I'm honestly like, I kind of want to see what the outcome would be for like rolling for it.
Go for it.
Just out of curiosity, like.
So I did.
Really
I did one for the music, like the dancing and everything, and then one for its courage. So if you want me to actually roll a persuasion check, I can.
Yeah, go for it. What should I measure it against?
I would say measure it against your charisma, or whichever one you feel would be your interest. Like what other stats would you think that your interest would fall under?
Make an interest roll.
Yeah. Or a vibe check, whichever
Right.
one you want.
I mean, like a vibe check is essentially a performance check.
Alright, go for that then.
Okay.
This I now know how Senguine feels when he smited all my creatures.
Okay, you go first. What's yours?
A dirty 20.
Shit! He beat me! Damn, boy!
They
I got
brown
17.
chicken, brown cow.
Hold on. Does he get disadvantage for probably being at like crotch level?
Who's
I
who?
know that'd be advantage.
I was,
Yeah,
I was saying.
advantage for that one.
I'm pretty sure he'd be sweating bullets right about then. I'm pretty sure he's like, them thighs.
Oh, hey, Peepo.
Hey!
Oh, he's come to bless the dice.
Hi, people.
And the viewer from 1 goes to 200 in an instant because of the dog.
Yeah.
Alright, so does this have any effect on Iris?
She's gonna be thoroughly impressed, and she'll dance. She'll dance with him.
Okay. Alright. So, during this time of Iris is kind of like impressed, like dancing with this lovely, I guess former awkward dwarf. Oh, what is?
Do I see this?
Oh yeah. Beryl and
Okay,
Senguine both
alright.
see this, and Tetsu.
Can I find the dwarf who's levitating my crystals and have him levitate that one blue fluorite crystal so it's right above them so they have a nice little blue spotlight for
Sure.
their slow dance?
Yeah, he'll go ahead and just like go, oh, fine.
Just give them a nice little blue spotlight for their dance.
Alright, so they have a nice little like blue spotlight.
Get it, Iris, get it.
Does Senguine or Tetsu want to do something at this point?
Actually, at this point, Tetsu would be gone. He's outside. He's outside. He made his way out.
What are you doing outside?
At this point, he is trying to find a nice, quiet spot so that way he can try to gather himself again.
Alright.
Basically, essentially, he's kind of having like a bit of a panic attack.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to find a nice quiet spot. A few, I'll say like a mile or so down the road. This tavern is really loud. Senguine, what are you gonna do as you see this iris dwarf and then the crystal light?
I'm sorry, Iris Dwarf and what?
The crystal light. I put a blue spotlight on him with my blue crystal.
Nice. Sanguine's gonna be like, you fell for it, huh, Iris? Well done, go get it.
Apparently, she actually left to go get it.
Yeah. You know Sanguine's in the middle of that party, too. Like, that dance floor, fucking popping.
Oh yeah.
Sanguine's in the middle, just fist pumping, dude.
Let's see how the remainder of the dwarves are doing. Okay, some of them are, feeling it. Some of them aren't. Okay. It's going. It's going as a good party.
Would either of us, me or Senguine, since we're not preoccupied with our dance partner, would we have noticed Tetsu leave? Stealth his way out.
If you glance around to make sure your other party members are still there, then yeah, you would notice that Tetsu's on, and you could assume that the other one,
Talbot,
thank you, is up in her room.
Actually,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
there's no
assuming
way
Talbot
Talbot
is
was at
studying.
this party.
Tetsu
That
would
was
have
definitely
definitely just gone full stealth to get out of there, just kind of invisible and leave.
That's fine.
Because again, he's kind of panicking, so it would have been like as quickly as possible, just stealth out. Yeah, basically think Homer Simpson going into the into the bushes. He's just like,
Alright.
I am becoming one with the wall. Out.
I like it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look around and just be like, Senguine, I don't think everyone's enjoying this party. We're missing people.
All right, well, they don't pass the vibe check.
Just keeps it going.
Yes. Normally I wouldn't mind that too much. Tetsu and Talbot can take care of themselves, but if we don't know where Core is, she don't know either.
How do you know that? You don't know me.
I mean, we currently don't see you, so we don't know where you're at. So we do know you.
I do know that.
Hey.
You got lost in the field on the way to a tower.
I didn't tell anyone that.
Bitch, we were watching you from the hill. I saw you go the other way.
Can't lie to me.
Alright.
All
So,
right.
barring any of that, I think I might go out and start looking for Core. Just make sure the party's going. Iris got her thing going on. I ain't got enough pop rocks to be passing out to the party, so I'm gonna go find Core.
10 for. We'll say during this time and everything, as Core's kind of wandering around trying to find,
Philip.
Philip. It seems like Core is being put on kind of this like random scavenging hunt. As she passes a corner, she'll see Philip in like a candy window, a candy shop, kind of like having a candy. Like looks like he's talking to someone. But then as she gets closer, like a cart will drive right in front of her, and then he'll be gone. But then she'll see like him turn around the corner, and it'll just be this game of moving Core from one location to the next.
It's a wild goose chase.
I'm just
Pretty
going around the town. I'm just going around the town going, have you seen this really tall lady? She's got pink hair, little gerbil.
As you,
Each person I go to is like, yeah, I think she went that way, and I'm just chasing her around. I'm not quite catching up.
and you end up getting to eventually Core. You end up at this one house that looks on the outside very dusted, very broken down, very just hasn't been used in years. I saw people just like go by. But yet the front lawn still looks like it's been taken care of, except for the house. The garden looks like it's been taken care of still, except the house.
Interesting.
Can go. Sorry, go first.
Do I have a bad feeling about the house, or is it like it's a house?
Roll me a perception check.
Do that vibe check.
Give me a second.
Well, 13, 14, 15, 17.
God damn, poor God. Stop rolling so high. Okay.
I got a 12 plus 5.
Oh god, your perception's so high. I mean, no, that is actually probably accurate for you guys' level. So as you're kind of like looking at it, getting this feeling of curiosity and wonder, you do notice that one of the flowers inside the garden is actually very familiar to you. Mainly because you are currently wearing one of the flowers.
She's gonna be very curious and go over here.
Sorry, give me a second. Alright. There, sorry. As you go over, like, to the fence, we'll say, that it was like your typical house with a fence, a garden, and then the house itself. A force field blocks you from proceeding to the actual walkway to the house.
An invisible force field?
Mm-hmm. You hit it and it just go boom, like it resonate with arcane magic.
Gonna be like, ow. Like, touch it.
It feels all soft and smushy.
She is going to try to see if there's an opening, but kind of around the house.
Oh, I was waiting for her to lick it, but okay.
No, she's not that crazy.
Not yet. All right. So you'll go around the house, and as you do, oh god. As you go around the house, Beryl will just right as you turn the corner, just bypass you and just continue going down the street, just missing you.
Ow.
Gotta keep it interesting.
Or isn't even paying attention to that. She's so focused on this house. Hell is this?
And then whenever Beryl will ask another person, it's like, oh yeah, I think she went that way.
Am I gonna be one of those things where everyone keeps pointing me to the left, they keep going around the block, and I just keep missing that one house because I'm going in a square?
Yep, pretty much. And then, Cole, you eventually get to this one part of the field where it will go from field to stone, and then back to the field. So it looks like this. You found one spot in the back that's able to actually you can actually push in, like a doggy door.
Oh, she's gonna press it.
As you press it, you can see that the outline is perfectly fit for a small child.
is a job for a gerbil.
What was that?
She's gonna try to go through it.
Oh.
Crouch down.
Okay, let's see. I don't know what. Athletics or acrobatics check? I'll let you decide which one, and let's see if you get stuck too.
Okay, I'll do an athletics because that one. No, not athletics. Acrobatics. That one's a bit higher. I got another 12 plus 4. So 16.
Okay. So how do you want to try to squeeze in first?
Kind of.
Kind of like dog eat it with like your butt up and you just go like.
Kind of like Winnie the Pooh, like going through it, like head first. Like kind of almost like a doggy, I guess, because she's gonna crouch down.
As long as this doesn't turn into, oh no, I'm stuck, stepbrother. Please help.
What are you doing, bro?
I hate you guys.
So as you kind of like go in and expect to be like, slammed because of your adult figure, the hole itself actually widens a little bit. And you kind of just slide on it, and then you just hear kind of like, full.
Cool.
Are you listening to yourself right now, Peter?
What?
The hole widens and you just slip in and go whoop, whoop, whoop.
I wasn't gonna say anything, Senguine.
Well, definitely gonna have to give this a warning. Warning! Adult contact. Just like the door. Just like the door. Alright, so from this point, Cole, what do? You're kind of at this point possibly stuck in this force field surrounding this house.
But I fit through.
Correct, so you're inside the force field. Doesn't mean you can get out the same way.
Can I look around?
Yeah, it seems...
I can freely walk around, right?
Yeah, you're pretty much in the backyard.
Okay. I mean, she's so intrigued by this. She's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Gus is just like...
She's gonna look around.
Alright, roll me an investigation. Actually, investigation or perception.
Oh, my perception's so high. I'm gonna do that.
Well, what's your passive perception?
15.
Alright, that should be good enough. I'll let you know if it needs to. So you look around, you kind of see like a typical nice little like green backyard. Has some little kids' toys here and there. From like a soccer ball.
Does it look different from what it did from outside the force field?
You haven't made it to the front yet. But this side looks a lot cleaner, yes. From this side, it looks clean, well kept, and all that jazz.
Okay, so continue what you were saying that I see.
So you do see a shed, which you could probably assume has a bunch of tools for gardening and keeping up the outside appearance. From kids' toys, like a soccer ball. Yeah, a big round leather ball. To a little like rocking horse, and etc., kind of like scattered around the yard. You also see a little like dog house with a word Buster across it, but no dog.
Buster?
Yeah, Buster, but with no dog.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
Alright. Do you go inside the house, around?
Around it first because I'm not that rude.
Alright, so as you go around, you kind of slide through, and you can see a bunch of people just passing by. You can even see, as you're on the side of the house, you can see even Beryl pass by asking people what direction, and then she just keeps going around and around, not realizing.
Beryl!
I feel like this is one of those houses in Harry Potter, like Grimmauld Place, where the person who knows about it can see it, and the person who doesn't knows about it doesn't appear at all between the two houses. I'm just walking past this empty lot where there's no house. I don't see it.
And as Cora's yelling Beryl, you can tell that Beryl's not hearing the sound because she just keeps going back to the same person, getting a little bit more and more frustrated. But she's not realizing that she keeps going in a circle or a square.
You told me she was that way, and I went that way, but I didn't find her, and I asked somebody else, and they told me she was back this way, and I came back to you, and now you're telling me she's still that way, and I went that way, she's not there.
Exactly. So do you proceed forward?
She's gonna look in the little doggy house first.
Alright. So you go back and then you look inside the little doggy house, and it has a nice little doggy bed, with some nice little fresh bone, food, water, but just no dog.
Okay, she's gonna keep walking around the premises and looking around.
Alright, so you have windows, your typical house. You get to the front, very lovely, beautiful, smelling of fresh air, fresh garden, fresh flowers. The house has a porch with 2 rocking chairs in it, a little table out there, and a pumpkin pie.
How delicious does it smell?
It smells quite delicious.
Pie.
Are you gonna go eat the pumpkin pie? I'll have a little nibble.
She wants to so bad. You know what? She's gonna have that moment where she's just gonna sniff around it, and then she's just gonna look at it, and her eyes are gonna be huge, with stars in her eyes, oh, I want this so bad, and then she'll be drooling, and she's just
So as you do that, because you have to go on the porch to do that, to be next to it, I start drawing. Kind of sitting in front of it, so the street is on your back, but the front door is on your left. As you hear the front door open, and it will come back to you. So everyone at the tavern, how y'all doing?
Sanguine's drunk, feeling good.
The Senguine
good time.
the Senguine want to get get a little dance from a dwarf.
Does Senguine want to join in with a dance with a dwarf and a tiefling?
Oh,
No, like I said, Sanguine's just in the middle of the dance floor vibing, dude. He's the tallest one there, probably, so he's just towering over everyone.
Well,
Are you still tossing people? Are you gonna start a mosh pit?
Yeah, I think there's a couple tossings in here every now and then.
Well, here's the question:
You know?
Does Iris bring the dancing to Senguine?
She's gonna bring the party to wherever her friends are.
Alright. So the dwarf and Iris, who are consistently dancing up on each other, kind of moves that dance all around Senguine. So now there's just bodies rubbing against bodies at this point. But Senguine and Iris are still the tallest.
Iris, this feels like Vegas.
Not supposed to speak of Vegas.
We're bringing it back into canon.
Dear God, I hate you. All right, let's see if we could wrap this party up with one Oh, now, okay. Well, looks like the party's not gonna stop. Looks like it's just gonna get more wilder there. But other than this party, does Senguine and Iris want to continue anything of like some people in here, or Iris continue with the dwarven partner she has right now? What do you two want to do? Anything in particular?
No, I like I said, Sang was just kind of vibing, man, having a good night, you know,
Alright.
just getting swept away in the moment.
I like it. Same as you, Iris?
Crawl.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And Tetsu, are you going to do? Are you wanting to do anything? Wanting to roleplay your character, or fine with just finding a quiet spot and then just meditating, kind of calming yourself down?
Yeah, no, he's definitely just gonna remain in that quiet place. More than likely, it's gonna be somewhere with like. So like, if you're thinking of Gundor, remember how the top portion where the keep was at had the tree with the water and like how peaceful that area was?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the kind of area that he would be in, is somewhere that's where it's got the water kind of running and more of a nature feel.
Okay. Alright, then Beryl, do you want to give up looking with Core, or do you want to keep trying to find Core?
I feel like at this point, Beryl just be really frustrated and she'd want to keep looking for Core, but she also thinks maybe Core might be hiding from her for some reason. Other than the fact that I think that Tetsu can pretty much take care of himself, I guess I'm just gonna go back into the. I'm just gonna go back to the party and see if my friends will either help me find Core, or if they don't seem that worried, I might just join the party again.
Okay. Alright, so then we'll go ahead and go back to Core. Alright, so as the door opens and Core kind of like turns her head over, expecting someone tall, but you actually see someone very small, carrying like a plate, a little knife, and like a glass cup. And this creature waddles out, looks at you, and what you do see is the penguin.
Fuck.
And he just looks at you like,
She'll go, yo!
quack!
But,
And he runs back inside, closes the door, and locks it.
she'll bang on the door.
He'll slide open the little like peephole, and like you'll see his eye.
Open the door. Why not?
Quack!
Left in rage. Please let me in.
Quack.
Quack. Is that all very necessary?
Yeah, I guess, sorry, he has to look up.
Door open now.
Yeah, the door's open.
Can I come in?
Yeah. He'll usher you in, and it's this human size, a lovely house. Very decorative, very organized, very nice and neat. There was like a piano, books, antique wares here and there, fine table, and everything. It's a well kept out and well furnished house.
Okay. Is there anything off about the house?
Other than the penguin,
Mhm.
there's no portraits of any person. Like any pictures or portraits of a family, which would normally be in a house this wealthy, is not located in here. You don't see someone as you're kind of just going, if you go around from like room to room, just on the first floor looking for like pictures that would normally be placed in certain spots. There is none.
Okay. She's gonna walk inside and kind of like look around, taking in all the details. And she'll say out loud, "Where are we?" We'll just keep looking around and then look back at the penguin. Yes, I know we're in a house. Use your words. Okay. House. House. Home. PP. Finn.
He grabs a book.
Book. Book.
He grabs a butter knife.
With a book.
He goes to his pumpkin pie, takes like a little bit out and put like little dots on his face.
Is that what you do with your pie? You're sledding. Sledding. Side?
He points to the book again.
You should just really use your words.
Quack.
Okay, so let's, I guess, charade. It's kind of hard to play charades with flippers. Being a cat? Praying to God.
He'll put his hand under yours, put his hand on you, and just look at you, like deep into your eyes.
I am so lost.
He'll pick up Gus.
Gus?
Quack 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 quack, and he'll gently chug him at you.
Putting him at me.
Points book, points butter knife.
I think I know what you're saying. We need to get everyone else over here.
Quack.
Quack.
And that's what Star Wars Part 1. Check out Part 2. See if Court can figure out what the penguin is trying to tell her. So for the YouTube video, as always, I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Peter. Check it out, Part 2 of episode, I do believe, 32 or 31. Find out what the rest of the group's going to happen, if Core's going to figure out what the penguin's been trying to tell her, if Iris is about to have another stormy night. If Senguine's going to beat his record in tossing dwarves, or if Beryl is about to go for round 2 of surfing. Find out